Shocking love story? Could it really be true that Park Jin-young and Kim Yoo-jung have already met each other's families? The entertainment world is buzzing, fans are stunned, and rumors are spiraling out of control. Really happened behind the scenes of this unexpected encounter? Join Red Carpet Revealed as we dive deep and uncover the truth, right now. The entertainment world thrives on whispers, speculation, the occasional bombshell revelation that no one sees coming. But every once in a while, story erupts that shatters the usual cycle of rumor and denial, sending shockwaves not just through the industry but across the nation. Such is the case with the latest explosive report. Park Jin-young, one of Korea's most influential producers and entertainers, and Kim Yoo-jung, the nation's beloved actress, have allegedly taken their relationship to the next level by introducing each other to their families. At first glance, the very idea sounds like the kind of over-the-top plot twist reserved for primetime dramas. A veteran hitmaker, respected for his contributions to K-pop, and a youthful actress who grew up in front of the camera, adored by fans of all ages, suddenly bound together in a narrative of romance that few could have predicted. The mere suggestion has fans divided, media outlets scrambling, and insiders whispering details that seem stranger than fiction. How did we get here? What led to the so-called family meeting? And why has this rumor ignited such frenzy? The story begins, as many love stories do, quietly and almost imperceptibly. Industry insiders recall the first sparks of connection between Park Jin-young and Kim Yoo-jung during a high-profile event several years ago. At the time, their interaction seemed innocuous, a few smiles, polite conversation, perhaps nothing more than the expected camaraderie among celebrities forced to mingle under the flashbulbs of paparazzi. But those who paid close attention noticed something unusual, a lingering look, a shared laugh that seemed a little too personal, a comfort level that suggested more than professional courtesy. In an industry where every glance is dissected and every gesture overanalyzed, such moments are not easily forgotten. Slowly, rumors began to brew. Was there something between the producer and the actress? Was this just another baseless speculation destined to fade like so many others? Or was there a grain of truth waiting to grow into something undeniable? For months, whispers circulated in fan communities and gossip columns. Both Park Jin-young and Kim Yoo-jung maintained silence, neither confirming nor denying. And as time passed, the speculation seemed to settle into the background, until the unexpected happened. The turning point came when anonymous sources within the industry began to leak what they claimed was incontrovertible evidence. Park Jin-young and Kim Yoo-jung had not only been spending time together privately, but had also gone as far as introducing each other to their families. To many, this was the kind of revelation that transforms idle gossip into serious speculation. Meeting the parents is no small matter. In the conservative landscape of Korean society, it is often viewed as the precursor to marriage. The mere idea that these two figures, so different in background and career trajectory, considering such a step was enough to send shockwaves through both fandoms. Reports claim that a meeting took place in utmost secrecy, with only close relatives and trusted aides aware of the gathering. One source, speaking on condition of anonymity, described the scene as surprisingly warm, even intimate. It wasn't just a casual dinner. The atmosphere felt like a serious introduction, as though both sides were testing the waters of a potential union. Such words, vague yet tantalizing, were enough to fuel a media firestorm. Fans reacted in predictable but divided fashion. Some embraced the idea, flooding social media with posts celebrating the unlikely pairing. "If they're happy, we're happy," one comment read, quickly garnering thousands of likes. Another wrote, "This could be the love story of the decade, two stars from different worlds, finding common ground." Yet, as always, there was backlash. Critics cited the age difference, the disparity in career stages, potential impact on Kim Yoo-jung's image as reasons for concern. She's too young, too precious a national actress to be entangled in something like this, one skeptical fan lamented. Others accused Park Jin-young of overstepping boundaries, questioning his intentions. The media, of course, thrived on the chaos. Tabloids splashed the story across front pages, framing it as a scandalous romance that blurred the lines between professionalism and passion. Television panels debated the validity of the rumors, with commentators dissecting body language from past interviews, comparing Instagram posts for hidden clues. and even analyzing song lyrics written by Park Jin-young for possible references. The frenzy grew to such a fever pitch that it became nearly impossible to separate fact from fiction. What is undeniable, however, is the symbolic weight of such a rumor. In Korea, meeting the family signifies more than just romance, it is a cultural marker of seriousness. A step often taken only when marriage is under consideration. For Park Jin-young and Kim Yoo-jung, figures with carefully curated public images, such an action, if true, represents a seismic shift in their personal narratives. It challenges the boundaries of what fans expect, media projects, and what the industry deems acceptable. Insiders suggest that the meeting may not have been as formal as some reports claim. Some argue it was nothing more than a casual dinner, exaggerated by gossip into something grander. Others insist it was orchestrated by mutual acquaintances, perhaps even staged as a way to test public reaction. Regardless of the details, the fact remains, the idea of Park Jin-young and Kim Yoo-jung meeting each other's families has captured the imagination of millions, creating a narrative that refuses to be ignored. To understand why this story resonates so strongly, must consider the personas involved. Park Jin-young is not just another entertainer, he is a titan of the Korean music industry, the founder of JYP Entertainment, and a figure whose career spans decades. His reputation is built on discipline, creativity, and an unyielding commitment to his craft. Yet, he is also no stranger to controversy. Personal life has been the subject of scrutiny before. His relationships have often sparked debate. To be linked to a younger actress of Kim Yoo-jung's stature is both shocking and, in some ways, consistent with the pattern of his life, forever walking the line between genius and scandal. Kim Yoo-jung, by contrast, the epitome of purity in the public eye. Having debuted as a child actress, she has grown up in the spotlight, transitioning seamlessly into more mature roles while maintaining a wholesome image. She is adored by fans for her talent, her charm, seemingly unblemished reputation. To see her name linked romantically with someone like Park Jin-young is, for many, inconceivable. It disrupts the narrative carefully constructed over years of work, throwing her into a storm she may or may not have anticipated. And yet, perhaps it is precisely this contrast that makes the story so compelling. The image of the seasoned producer and the youthful actress, bound by a love that defies convention, is all the makings of a modern fairy tale, or a scandalous tragedy, depending on one's perspective. It's either a dream come true or a disaster waiting to unfold. As speculation mounts, agencies have remained conspicuously silent. Neither Park Jin-young nor Kim Yoo-jung has issued an official statement, leaving the media to fill the vacuum with endless conjecture. Silence, in this case, only fuels the flames. In the absence of denial, fans interpret every detail as confirmation. Each new photograph, each ambiguous social media post, becomes evidence in a case that may never truly be resolved. What lies ahead is anyone's guess. Park Jin-young and Kim Yoo-jung step forward to confirm or deny the rumors? Will the supposed family meetings be revealed as nothing more than exaggerated dinners? Or will this be remembered as the beginning of one of the most shocking love stories in Korean entertainment history? For now, the truth remains shrouded in secrecy. One thing is certain, the world is watching, waiting, and speculating with bated breath. The stage is set, the players are in motion, and the audience is captivated. In the ever unpredictable theater of Korean entertainment, anything is possible, and this story, shocking as it may be, is far from over. The storm that erupted in the wake of the shocking family meeting rumor did not subside. If anything, it intensified. In the days and weeks following the initial reports, the story morphed into something bigger than either Park Jin-young or Kim Yoo-jung could have anticipated. It was no longer just about a possible romance, it was about the collision of reputation, image, power, the cultural expectations that govern Korean entertainment. For Park Jin-young, the implications were enormous. He had spent decades crafting a legacy as one of the most disciplined and respected figures in K-pop. Influence stretched beyond music, he was a mentor. This man, a visionary. Yet, whispers of romance with a beloved young actress threatened to overshadow that legacy. Commentators on late-night talk shows speculated about whether his judgment was faltering, while industry veterans debated if this was a bold display of sincerity or a reckless disregard for the optics of his career. Kim Yoo-jung, meanwhile, faced an entirely different kind of scrutiny. Having grown up in the public eye, was cherished as Korea's eternal little sister who blossomed into a graceful leading lady. Her image had always been carefully shielded from scandal. But now, headlines screamed her name in connection with Park Jin-young. And suddenly her innocence was being questioned. Could this rumor tarnish her reputation? Would audiences see her the same way in her next drama? Advertisers, always cautious, reportedly convened emergency meetings to assess whether associating with her still carried the same wholesome glow. The entertainment industry thrives on both admiration and outrage. And this story provided ample amounts of both. On one side, supporters flooded social media with messages of encouragement. They deserve happiness just like anyone else, one fan insisted. If they've introduced their families, means it's real love. On the other side, actors voiced their disappointment, with hashtags calling for Kim Yoo-jung to protect her career trending for days. For every post celebrating the supposed romance, demanded an explanation, an apology. Outright denial. Television broadcasters, never ones to waste a scandal, dedicated entire segments to dissecting the situation. Panelists replayed old interviews where Park Jin-young praised younger actors and actresses, searching for hidden clues. They scrutinized Kim Yoo-jung's promotional appearances, analyzing her choice of words, her body language, even the rings on her fingers. Entertainment reporters compared the saga to past celebrity romances that had ignited nationwide debate, declaring this case even more sensational because of the generational and professional gulf between the two stars. Sources fanned the flames further. Anonymous staff members whispered of late-night dinners and secret phone calls. Journalists claimed to have noticed matching accessories. One manager reportedly overheard Park Jin-young speaking softly on the phone, using terms of endearment that sounded unmistakably romantic. Any of these accounts were true hardly mattered. In the echo chamber of entertainment gossip, rumor quickly became reality. Behind the curtain, the silence from both camps grew deafening. Neither agency issued statements. No denials. No confirmations. To the public, this void was damning. If it weren't true, they would have denied it by now, fans speculated. Silence became the loudest answer of all, and the media interpreted it as tacit confirmation. The supposed family meeting loomed large in every discussion. Cultural experts explained why this detail carried such weight. In Korean tradition, meeting one another's families is not taken lightly, a step that often precedes discussions of marriage. For fans, this detail transformed the narrative from casual dating rumor to possible wedding bells. Headlines blared, "Is marriage on the horizon?" and insiders hint at engagement, even though no evidence of such plans existed. The family meeting rumor was enough to fuel endless speculation. The ripple effect spread internationally. Media outlets picked up the story, framing it as another chapter in the global fascination with K-entertainment. Articles appeared in English, Japanese, Chinese, and Thai, each tailoring the story for their audiences but carrying the same breathless tone: the powerful producer and the radiant actress, united by love. International fans added their voices to the chorus, celebrating the romance as a modern-day fairy tale, recoiling at the perceived scandal. What was perhaps most remarkable was how this single rumor managed to overshadow other major events in the entertainment calendar. Awards ceremonies, comeback announcements. Political news seemed to pale in comparison to the ongoing drama of Park Jin-young and Kim Yoo-jung. Every new sighting, every unconfirmed report, sent the internet into overdrive. Insiders within the industry began to speculate about possible outcomes. Some suggested that the couple, they truly were together, might go public in an effort to control the narrative. Others argued that the backlash was too severe, that both parties would eventually be forced to deny everything, regardless of the truth, in order to salvage their careers. Still others proposed that the agencies were deliberately staying silent as a calculated move, allowing the story to grow until the eventual reveal would maximize publicity. What about the personal toll on the two stars? Friends of Kim Yoo-jung reportedly worried about her well-being, concerned that the intensity of the media spotlight could overwhelm her. Park Jin-young, colleagues speculated that he was prepared for the backlash, accustomed as he was to controversy. But even he, some argued, might find the current level of scrutiny unbearable. The possibility of marriage, however remote, remained the most tantalizing thread. Analysts pointed out that if the two were indeed serious enough to involve their families, The entertainment industry could be on the brink of witnessing one of its most surprising unions ever. Such a marriage would be historic. Not just for the individuals involved but for the way it would reshape public perceptions of age, power, and love in Korean entertainment. With every passing day of silence, the line between truth and fiction blurred further. It's all just an elaborate fabrication. A rumor spun out of nothing but coincidence and imagination? Or was it the first glimpse of a hidden reality that both stars were not yet ready to reveal? The public remains divided between disbelief and fascination. For some, the idea of Park Jin-young and Kim Yoo-jung together is nothing more than tabloid fantasy. For others, it is the ultimate proof that love can transcend boundaries of age, profession, expectation. In either case, the story has achieved what few others can. It has captured the nation's attention, finding millions in speculation. As the dust begins to settle, one thing is certain: this is not the end. Whether the rumor is confirmed, denied, left to linger in the realm of myth, its impact will endure. Park Jin-young and Kim Yoo-jung may one day address the whispers, but until then, the world will continue to wonder. The shocking love story, the whispered family meetings, unanswered questions, all of it remains suspended in a haze of mystery. And perhaps that is the true allure. Unpredictable theater of Korean entertainment. Sometimes the unanswered stories are the ones that burn brightest. For now, the stage belongs to speculation. The audience remains captivated, and the curtain has yet to fall. In the end, the story of Park Jin-young and Kim Yoo-jung, whether fact, rumor, something in between, has already made history. It was never just about whispers of romance or the shocking possibility of family introductions. It became a mirror reflecting the powerful intersection of fame, love, and cultural expectation in the world of Korean entertainment. It reminded us that celebrities, no matter how polished their images, are human beings with hearts that can surprise us, and choices that can defy the scripts written for them. This tale may evolve into something more concrete, or it may fade as just another chapter in the long book of entertainment rumors. But one truth cannot be denied: it united fans, debates, shook industries, and captured imaginations across nations. For that, it will be remembered. To our readers and loyal followers, we at Red Carpet Revealed extend our deepest gratitude. Thank you for joining us in peeling back the curtain, for sharing your curiosity, your excitement, and your passion. Every click, every comment, every moment of your attention fuels our mission to uncover, to question, tell the stories that matter, not just the polished headlines, but the hidden truths and shocking twists that lie beneath. As we close this chapter, we invite you to stay with us for the next revelation, the next heartbeat of the entertainment world. Because if there's one thing we've learned, it's that behind every smile on the red carpet, there is always another story waiting to be revealed. From all of us, thank you for your trust, your loyalty, and your belief in what we do. Till the next breaking headline, stay curious, stay captivated. Above all, stay with Red Carpet Revealed.